Coronation Street is poised to unleash one of its most devastating storylines in recent memory, as a long-simmering nightmare finally comes into the light. Billy Mayhew is about to uncover the horrifying truth behind what Todd Grimshaw has been enduring, and the revelation will leave Weatherfield, and viewers at home, shaken to their core. For months, Theo Silverton has played the role of the attentive, supportive partner to perfection. Calm, charming and seemingly devoted, he has carefully constructed an image designed to deflect suspicion. But appearances, as Coronation Street so often reminds us, are rarely the full story. During a lavish, high-profile wedding, Theo's mask finally slips, and the consequences will be irreversible. This single moment sets off a chain of events that changes everything, as a beloved character prepares to bow out in the most heartbreaking fashion imaginable. As the new year approaches, a time traditionally associated with fresh starts, Todd Grimshaw finds himself trapped at the climax of a living hell. Viewers have watched with mounting dread as Theo's control has tightened, not through obvious violence, but through insidious manipulation. Todd has been gradually isolated, his confidence eroded by sudden flashes of temper and carefully placed emotional pressure. It is a chilling portrayal of coercive control, one that quietly tightens its grip long before anyone else notices. The truth finally emerges amid the wedding celebrations of Ronnie Bailey and Debbie Webster, the kind of joyous Corrie setting where secrets have an uncanny habit of surfacing at precisely the wrong moment. The drama is triggered by something seemingly trivial, a spilled drink at the reception. Todd retreats to the bathroom, hoping to salvage his shirt and reclaim a moment of calm. Alone at last, he removes the garment and allows his body to relax, the guarded tension he has carried for weeks briefly falling away, but privacy on the cobbles never lasts long. Billy Mayhew walks in, and the sight that greets him stops him cold. Bruises. Clear, unmistakable signs of physical abuse. In an instant, every uneasy suspicion Billy has harbored about Theo snaps into focus. This is no misunderstanding, no exaggeration. It is confirmation of a truth Billy has feared for weeks. Though Billy and Todd are no longer a couple, their shared history runs deep. They have built a life together, endured immense loss, and raised Summer, now an adult, but still their daughter in every way that matters. That bond does not disappear simply because a relationship ends. And Billy, shaped by years of pastoral care and hard-earned wisdom, is not a man easily fooled by charming facades. He has seen Theo's flashes of anger, his subtle need for control, his insistence on shaping every narrative. The bruises are the final, damning piece of the puzzle. Daniel Brocklebank, who has portrayed Billy with warmth and emotional nuance for more than a decade, has spoken candidly about the weight of this storyline. While Billy may not sit at the center of Todd and Theo's relationship, his experience, both as a former partner and as a vicar, makes it impossible for him to stay silent. Brocklebank jokingly likened Billy to a kind of vicar Superman, swooping in to save the day, but beneath the humor lies something far more somber. There is no romantic tension left between Billy and Todd, only a profound, enduring care that never truly fades when two lives have been so deeply entwined. For fans, this storyline carries an added layer of sadness, as it signals the end of an era. Brocklebank has officially finished filming his final scenes after 12 years on Coronation Street. His departure came with whirlwind intensity, so much so that he wrapped his last day on set and found himself in a rehearsal room for Young Frankenstein at Liverpool Playhouse just 15 minutes later. It was a brutal gear change from the emotional depths of soap drama to the high-octane demands of musical theater. Describing it as a baptism of fire, Brocklebank admitted the transition was daunting, particularly after more than a decade away from the stage, but he is clearly energized by the challenge ahead. Elsewhere on the street, darkness is spreading in another deeply unsettling storyline. Megan Walsh's relationship with teenager Will Driscoll has crossed a disturbing line, leaving viewers profoundly uncomfortable. A recent episode revealed Megan, Will's athletics coach, taking him to a hotel on his 16th birthday. The imbalance of power is stark, the manipulation unmistakable. Her insistence that no one will ever love him as much as she does is a classic grooming tactic, designed to isolate and control. The tension reaches breaking point when Will's family begin to suspect something is wrong. His father Ben and brother Ollie arrive at the hotel, narrowly missing a confrontation as Megan hides in the bathroom. That she later slips back into the family circle at the pub only underlines how calculated and dangerous she truly is. Beth Nixon's portrayal of Megan has been widely praised for its chilling realism. She has described the character as a wolf in sheep's clothing, a predator who will stop at nothing to maintain control. Producers have worked closely with the charity Bernardo's to ensure the storyline is handled with care and accuracy, shedding light on the reality of female predators and the grooming process. It is a difficult watch, but one rooted in the hope that awareness can empower those experiencing similar situations to seek help. As Christmas approaches, Megan's manipulation escalates further, with Daniel Osborne unwittingly used as a smokescreen for her actions, proof that deception on the cobbles rarely exists in isolation. And as if that were not enough turmoil for one street, the Swain family is facing its own devastating crisis. Lisa and Betsy are struggling to cope with the sudden disappearance of Carla Connor. After her painful split from Lisa, Carla headed to Lanzarote in search of space and clarity. But what was meant to be a temporary escape has spiraled into a frightening mystery. Lisa is doing her best to stay strong, but the silence from Carla is deafening. Photos on social media suggest she is enjoying herself, yet Lisa cannot shake the feeling that something is terribly wrong. For Betsy, the loss cuts just as deeply. Having already endured so much instability, Carla represented a rare source of strength and safety, a parental figure whose absence leaves a gaping void. The situation grows darker still under the influence of Becky, whose grip on Lisa tightens. A skilled manipulator with a history of undercover work, Becky knows exactly how to exploit vulnerability. When Roy Cropper uncovers the chilling truth that Carla never checked into her hotel abroad, the storyline shifts from heartbreak to horror. This is no longer a breakup. It is a missing person case. The festive season on Coronation Street is rarely peaceful, and this year is no exception. With Theo's abuse exposed, Megan's predatory behavior escalating, and Carla's disappearance deepening, Weatherfield is facing some of its darkest days. These storylines reflect real-world issues with unflinching honesty, driven by a cast and crew committed to telling them with sensitivity and heart. As January looms, the consequences will ripple through the community, reshaping lives and relationships. Whether it is Billy stepping in to protect the man he once loved, or the Driscoll family fighting to safeguard their son, themes of truth, protection and courage sit at the center of everything unfolding on the cobbles. Long-standing departures like Daniel Brocklebank's remind us that time moves on, but the soul of Coronation Street remains unchanged. At its heart, it is still a story about people, their flaws, their resilience, and the ways they hold one another together when everything threatens to fall apart. Thank you for joining us as these powerful storylines unfold, and be sure to stay tuned as the mysteries deepen in the weeks ahead.